Lethargic Sloth here, and if you didn't know already, it's Eurovision season. So today we're going to be talking about Switzerland. Switzerland will be represented at Eurovision 2018 by Zibbz with the song Stones. If I had to choose one word to describe this song, it would be mistakes, because it's really talking about how we keep making the same mistakes, and instead of continuing the cycle by throwing stones, the narrator wants to back away from that so things can actually change rather than to do the same thing over and over and over again. So mistakes is kind of what's driving this song. Mistakes of the past, mistakes of ignoring facts. So that's the basis of it. Before I get into the review, I just want to say I've been absolutely addicted to watching these national finals. I really do enjoy them. I love the intensity just like you get at Eurovision. Unfortunately, the song in the Swiss semifinal that I liked the most was in second place. I thought Compass by Alejandro Reyes was far superior to Stones, but the people chose Stones. Overall, I didn't really care for most of the Swiss entries. I thought overall it was a very weak year for Switzerland, but Compass was a nice song in the bunch. But we're talking about Stones now, so let's get started. Zibbz is a Swiss duo consisting of siblings. On the instruments, it is Sti and the lead singer, Coco. Stones is about not repeating the same mistakes, how we ignore facts in history and keep fighting. We repeat history so the narrator says she will not throw stones and to make the same mistakes again. It can't change anything by doing the same thing. So what's good about this song? Stones has a lot of energy about it. It's completely different from Timebelle's Apollo last year, a more upbeat pop rock song. I do like the beat to the song, and I like how it goes from drums and bass to the choral feel when it slows down and then back with more energy in the last chorus. The lyrics aren't terrible per se, but it's got some weird slant rhyming in there. Hard versus backyard. Some of it's quite interesting, but overall there's some interesting lyrics that can be seen as positives. I have to give credit to Switzerland for the fact that they took a risk with this song. The last 4 years have been slower ballads, and this is more of a pop rock and definitely more edgy sounding than Melanie Renee, Rika, or Timebelle. It's great when a country diversifies and takes a risk. Will it work? We'll have to see. This is a great song to move the competition along. Among the traditional sea of ballads, this is bound to stick out. So that's great. If you're falling asleep in the middle of the semifinal, maybe this energetic song will wake you up. I have to seek good and bad in my reviews so they're balanced, and at this point I'm really starting to reach to find good points, so we'll move on. So what are some of the problem areas of the song? I made a comment on a past review that might make me eat my words. I said that the Czech entry, Mikolas Josef, might have the weakest vocals in the entire contest. But I also stated we have a lot of entries to go, so we'll have to wait and see. I can't say that anymore. By far, the weakest entry vocally, and one in which I am most concerned about, is this one. The live performance was very mediocre. Coco has a lot to fix in the vocals live if this will have any chance of qualifying for the finals. It needs a lot of work. There are a lot of mistakes in her live vocals, and it's blatantly obvious. Some people will blindly love a song because of where they're from, or they like the lyrics, or they connect with the song. But even those people from Switzerland and those who cheer for this have to be honest and admit there is some work to be done here. I'm not saying Coco has a bad voice, but I feel she has the highest risk of messing up at Eurovision vocally up to this point. It's going to be important that she keeps her vocals rested during Eurovision week and prepared for Eurovision night. I am not blown away nor really intrigued by the song at all. and I can't really help but feel anything but completely apathetic towards it. I just don't understand what people love about it. And please feel free to comment what you love about it in the comments section if you do. I'm just telling you, it doesn't move me emotionally nor make me really happy to listen to it. It doesn't put me in a bad mood, but it doesn't lift my spirits either. I just kind of like meh. I can't really explain it. I want to like the song. I don't like when I don't like these songs. I'm not one of those music critics who goes around looking to hate a song or gets off on hating songs. But I really don't feel anything more than complete and utter apathy for this song. And it's an awful feeling to have. I want to be invested, but I just can't get there. This song doesn't really do anything for me. And to me, it's emotionally bankrupt. So what's my rating of this song? Right now, I'm going to give it a 4. It's okay. It's a meh song. I really have no emotional attachment or investment in it whatsoever. And I like it less than I like Czech Republic. And that's blatantly obvious. And Czech Republic, I'm almost liking it, but not quite. And this is below that significantly. So yeah, 4 is probably being generous for how I feel, but I feel like it's an accurate assessment of my overall feelings for the song at the moment. So it might go up a little, it might go down. This is one that I'm not sure how I feel about in a couple weeks, but we'll see. Things can always change, but it's gonna teeter around a 4 probably until the contest. I don't see it going any higher. So is this song a contender or a pretender? This is very easy for me to say. I'm going to say it is a complete pretender. I actually don't see this qualifying. It always has a chance because it sounds different. It's more fast-paced. Maybe it'll pick up people along the way. I don't see this being as the type of song that's even going to make it to the finals, let alone have a chance of winning the entire Eurovision Song Contest. I just don't see it. Switzerland, at least in the last 4 years, has had this really weird pattern. They'll send a song that I really like, and then the next year they send a song that's toward the bottom of my list. And then they send one that I love, and then one towards the bottom of my list again. This happens to be the latter. I really enjoyed Melanie Renee's song. I thought it was okay. It was fun to listen to, though. I liked her voice. I liked the presentation of the song. But then I really, really disliked Raika. I thought it was awful. Probably the worst song of 2016, in my opinion. But then they came back in a big way with Timebelle. I actually had Timebelle as my number 2 song. I love Timebelle. And this one here, it's not terrible. I'm not saying it's Raika level where I just can't stand listening to it. But I have no motivation to listen to it another time. I probably won't, actually, until it comes to prediction time, just to see and to gauge people's opinions of the song, because I love making accurate predictions, and in order to do that you have to talk to the public. So I want to hear the versions if they do the Israel Calling or Eurovision in Concert series, and hear how they sound live there, and maybe that will sway the meter on whether or not I think they'll qualify. But yeah, it's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just not my favorite song of the contest. So that's really all I have to say about that. Thank you for watching my review of Switzerland at Eurovision 2018. Please give this video a like and subscribe. Even if you don't agree with me, you can write in the comment section why you disagree. I love hearing thoughtful debate, so let me know why you like the song. I will be doing a lot of Eurovision contests coming up, where I want to hear your top 10 so I can make a list out of them. We're going to be starting those about when we get 10 entries listed. We'll start making those lists, so please subscribe so you can keep up with that. I want to start doing that probably within about 2 weeks. Okay, thank you for watching, and Lethargic Sloth out.